Beneath Nevada's sun-scorched horizon, an industrial renaissance is underway. Vast lithium clay deposits in Humboldt County are being converted into critical battery materials. There are several investments, each reshaping Nevada's economy and environment at a scale few other states can match. Today, we'll journey through Nevada's biggest megaprojects, each a testament to ambition, innovation, and the high stakes of building in the Silver State. Thacker Pass, lithium mine. In the remote high desert of northern Nevada, the Thacker Pass lithium mine is carving out nearly 18,000 acres to tap the largest known lithium deposit in the United States. Approved by the Bureau of Land Management in January 2021, construction began in March 2023 after courts dismissed legal challenges from environmental groups and some Native American tribes. By mid-2025, earth-moving crews have stripped vegetation across thousands of acres, installed sediment control barriers, and sunk the first pilot wells into the clay-rich formations that lie up to 400 feet below the surface. Lithium America's subsidiary, Lithium Nevada, expects the mine's first phase, costing about $2.93 billion, to achieve mechanical completion by 2027, producing up to 66,000 tons of lithium per year. General Motors has already committed $650 million for exclusive access to the early production, underscoring the mine's strategic importance to North America's electric vehicle supply chain. From processing facilities where ore will be crushed and leached to evaporation ponds stretching across the valley floor, the mine's infrastructure is taking shape. Crews are assembling modular processing units, laying pipelines for reagent transport, and constructing tailings basins lined to prevent any groundwater seepage. With mechanical completions slated for late 2027 and full commercial ramp-up in 2028, Thacker Pass aims to supply enough lithium to power batteries for nearly 800,000 EVs annually, capturing up to 25% of global demand. Yet, as the mine expands, ongoing environmental monitoring and community engagement will remain critical to balancing economic gains with cultural and ecological stewardship. Greenlink West transmission line. To connect Nevada's burgeoning solar farms with population centers in California, NV Energy is constructing the Greenlink West transmission line, a 472-mile, 525-kilovolt corridor stretching from just north of Las Vegas to Reno. Approved by the Department of the Interior's Bureau of Land Management in late 2024, construction officially kicked off in early 2025. Massive steel lattice towers are now rising across rural basins, high-voltage conductors measure out over rugged terrain, and fiber-optic ground wires are being affixed to protect against lightning strikes. When completed in May 2027, Greenlink West will unlock up to 4 gigawatts of solar capacity, enough to power more than 1 million homes, and serve as the backbone for numerous solar and storage projects, including the 700-megawatt, 700-megawatt-hour Libra facility in Mineral County. Crews are deploying specialized tensioning equipment to string the conductors across canyons and employing helicopter lifts to set tower sections in remote areas. At designated substation sites, engineers are pouring foundations for transformers and erecting control buildings. By mid-2026, the first segments near Fort Churchill are slated to energize, enabling early solar pickups while the southern stretch is complete. Beyond just wires, the project includes biological surveys, cultural resource protections for tribal lands, and road upgrades to ensure construction access, all coordinated under a comprehensive environmental management plan that mitigates wildlife impacts and preserves habitat. New Las Vegas Stadium. On the south end of the Strip, towering cranes signal the birth of Nevada's newest sports palace, the new Las Vegas Stadium, future home of Major League Baseball's Athletics. Broke ground on June 23, 2025, this fixed-roof, 33,000-seat ballpark will anchor a 9-acre site previously occupied by the Tropicana Resort. Designed by Bjarke Ingels Group and HNTB, the $1.7 billion facility features a sculpted, sand-colored exterior that echoes the surrounding desert, retractable seating bowls, and advanced turf systems to adapt to Nevada's heat. Mortenson McCarthy's joint venture has since excavated thousands of cubic yards of earth, laid deep foundation piles to support the soaring canopies, and erected the structural steel for the Grand Concourse. As the steel frame climbs toward its 220-foot height, crews are installing precast seating risers and beginning the complex enclosure sequence, placing insulated roof panels with integrated skylights to bathe the field in natural light while controlling solar gain. Behind the outfield, hospitality suites and a 4-story atrium are taking shape, with glass facades now being hoisted into position. Subterranean work continues as well. A 4-level player tunnel, team locker rooms, and service corridors are being excavated and poured, all on track for the targeted January 2028 opening. With $380 million in public funding and major private investments, the stadium promises to transform sports and entertainment in Nevada, attracting fans and events year-round. Southern Nevada Supplemental Airport, SNSA. Facing record passenger growth, Clark County is laying the groundwork for a second major airport, the Southern Nevada Supplemental Airport. Approved for environmental impact statement preparation in mid-2024, SNSA is envisioned as the largest public works project in Nevada's history, with estimated costs between $6 billion and $14 billion. In June 2025, Landrum and Brown completed the draft EIS, outlining a 4-phase development strategy: planning, design, construction, and operation. While full construction won't begin until around 2029, preliminary tasks are underway: land acquisition negotiations, wildlife surveys, and utility corridor mapping across the Mojave's desert landscape. Early design concepts propose 2 parallel runways up to 12,000 feet long, a passenger terminal complex with customs facilities for international flights, and a dedicated rail link to Las Vegas Boulevard. Stakeholder meetings this summer will refine flight paths to minimize noise impacts on nearby communities and integrate desert conservation areas into the site plan. With completion potentially by 2035, SNSA aims to relieve Harry Reid International Airport, bolster tourism capacity, and position Southern Nevada as a global aviation hub. Tesla Gigafactory Nevada expansion. In Sparks, Tesla's Gigafactory, already a 5.4 million square foot powerhouse of battery and drive unit production, is embarking on its next growth phase. Approved in 2023 with over $330 million in Nevada tax incentives, the plant is adding 2 new facilities: a 4,680 cell factory with 100 gigawatt-hours annual capacity and a high-volume semi-truck assembly line. By early 2025, site grading and foundation work have commenced for these $3.6 billion expansions, with concrete pours marking the outline of the new buildings. Behind the scenes, Tesla has upgraded utilities, boosting substation capacity, extending water and compressed air lines, and erected structural steel for the semi-factory. Belt conveyors and automated material handling systems await installation beneath future clean rooms. The original Gigafactory has also ramped hiring, targeting 1,000 new roles focused on semi-production by year-end. With the semi's first deliveries expected late 2025 and full production in 2026, the expanded Gigafactory will solidify Nevada's role as a linchpin in electric mobility and energy storage. Vegas Loop Tunnel Network. Beneath the glitter of the Strip, the Boring Company's Vegas Loop is quietly weaving an underground transit web. From its first LVCC connector in 2021, the system has grown. By mid-2025, 8 stations, Westgate, Resorts World, 2 at LVCC Central, LVCC South, Encore, and 2 new stops, LVCC Plaza and Encore, are operational, shuttling Tesla Model Y pods at up to 35 miles per hour. Meanwhile, construction crews are drilling new tunnel segments northwest toward Harry Reid International Airport and south toward the downtown Fremont Street experience. To date, roughly 10 miles of tunnels have been bored using Prufrock series machines that porpoise in and out of the ground to minimize surface excavations. Stations under construction employ cast-in-place liners and prefabricated segmental rings, each engineered for rapid assembly to maintain the tight timeline. With approvals in place for a full 68-mile network servicing 104 stations, including stops at the new A's Stadium, UNLV, and the future Brightline West terminus, the Vegas Loop is poised to redefine urban mobility in a city built on excess. From lithium-rich clay in the north to high-speed power lines, from desert ballparks to subterranean tunnels, Nevada's megaprojects are as diverse as its landscape. Each one carries staggering price tags, engineering feats, and economic promise, together totaling tens of billions of dollars and reshaping the Silver State's future. As dust settles on mine sites and cranes crown stadiums, these endeavors will drive jobs, cut emissions, and connect communities in ways once deemed impossible. If you've been captivated by the scale and ambition of Nevada's transformational builds, subscribe now, because our next deep dive will explore the digital infrastructure powering tomorrow's smart cities.